Hey there, Aquarius, and welcome to your week of January 10th, 2021 General Tarot reading. We're going to be looking at your energy over here on the left of this reading. In the center, we're going to be looking at some challenges you might be facing this week. And over on the right, we're going to be taking a look at some potential outcomes for you as well. We're going to get a few more details on those cards by getting some clarifiers together as well a little later on in the video. And near the end of the video, we're going to tie everything off with an oracle card at the end just to see where we're at here. These are general readings though, Aquarius, so all of this, some of this, or maybe even none of this will register with you or click with you or resonate with you. If it does, that's awesome. If it doesn't, it's just not part of your message. So try not to make anything fit that doesn't. And without further ado, let's get into your reading. Over here on the left, we got the Nine of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. So this is really a lot of conflict, it feels like, or a lot of people involved here at this time for your energy, or lots of things on your minds, lots of things on the go here. It feels like with the Nine of Wands, it's the wounded warrior, so maybe feeling a little bit hurt, a little bit troubled at this time. Like I have my little friend here, Spike, is all sorts of wound up today. We got the Five of Wands here, which represents conflict between you and yours. Should be a bunch of people, rivalries in love, in work, in just anything where you feel like you have a lot of competition. And with the Three of Pentacles, it also represents working together on a team here. So I feel like this is sort of like, I feel like you've been hurt by something recently or someone. You really don't want to get out in the mix, but you are kind of forced to be out in the mix, forced to get out there and kind of quote unquote do battle, so to speak, in order to try to get what you're trying to do here at this time. But you do have a team supporting you, so you might be able to take more of a support role at this time, or maybe you feel like you need to take more of a support role instead of being on the front lines here all the time. All right. In your challenges, we got the Six of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Hangman here as well, along with Spike being a little nuisance. The Six of Wands represents leadership. It represents, talking the talk, walking the walk here. So again, that's kind of you may not want to take that kind of a role, a leadership role, the center stage, the spotlight. You may want to kind of be more of a support sort of deal where you're kind of like less relied upon, just because you maybe feel like you're a little burnt out or worn down at this time. With the Eight of Pentacles, it feels like you've been working hard here. You've been maybe overworking yourself to an extent, right? This person has been putting in a lot of work at this time, trying to improve, trying to achieve what they're trying to achieve, right? Practice makes perfect, all that good stuff. So it just might be a case where you've been working so hard, and it's just like you're kind of at a point where you're like, okay, I'm done putting in as much work here, not getting the payoff I'm trying to get here, because we had the Hangman here saying that you might feel like you're stagnating, like you're not getting anywhere, like you're not moving forward, right? Maybe you feel like the role, if you've been in a role recently that you're not too comfortable with, it's kind of like you're stagnating, you're not getting anywhere with it. Maybe you have been given the leadership role and things just haven't been working out for you at all here. So very interesting energy. With the outcomes here, we've got the Knight of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Hermit here. Interesting energy here as well, with the Knight of Swords being the fastest moving knight, so I feel like things are going to pick up for you very quickly. The Knight of Swords is also quite impulsive, kind of just does what he wants, doesn't really worry about the consequences, or doesn't really put a whole lot of thought into things, he just kind of goes. With the Seven of Wands, you're kind of defending your position as well, so there's that kind of battling energies here in your outcomes where it's like kind of like let's go, but let's also just stay put. Same with the Hermit. The Hermit's kind of stationary as well. He's not really moving from the top of the mountain that he's gotten to here. The Hermit is also Virgo's card, so you may have Virgo in your chart, might be dealing with a Virgo this week, Aquarius, but interesting here. It's just sort of this, like, I feel like you're ready to go. Like you're ready to go at a moment's notice, but it's almost as if like you need kind of a second wind. You need sort of a reinvigoration here. Wands can represent energy, so maybe that's sort of what you need here. Is like we got quite a few wands in your reading, more than anything else, really. But it feels like you need some more energy. Like I feel like you need kind of a refresher, and maybe even just a refresher for the cause of what you're doing this for, right? The Hermit here has the star in his lantern, and the star is your card, Aquarius. It's a card about your wishes coming true. It's a card about rejuvenation. It's a card of guiding you forward, and using your light to shine down and shine your way forward into the world here, right? So, and shine yourself forward into the future. So I just feel like you kind of need that glow up. You need that rejuvenation. You need those energies to kind of come back and get you going here. So that's very interesting. Let's take a look at some clarifiers here, see if we can get any more details for you here, Aquarius. Hopefully this has been resonating with you so far. Hopefully it will continue to resonate with you. Appreciate all the love and support I see in all the videos, though. Thank you so much. All the likes, the subscribes, all the comments, everything. I appreciate it all so much. I'm sending love and support out to you as well. I hope even if this isn't resonating with you, I hope things are going good for you and yours. After these clarifiers, we're going to be getting into your oracle card to tie everything off, so you're going to want to stick around for your full message and see what's going on there. But clarifying your energy, we got some more wands with the Two of Wands. We've also got the Nine of Cups and the Five of Swords here. I feel like there's this real sense here with wanting to get moving, and almost with the Two of Wands, like you can see this person's looking out into new lands, like let's get something new going here. I feel like, especially with like the Hangman here, there's kind of that stagnation, right? And with the Six of Wands, we can also look at that as sort of the you're not moving forward, right? Like this parade here, this party, this success, and this group that's trying to move forward, they're just not for some reason. So very interesting, especially with that Two of Wands. I feel like you really want to move forward. You want to go somewhere. He's looking at this map like, where do I go from here? With the Five of Swords and the Nine of Cups as well, the Five of Swords is you kind of get focused, you get that tunnel vision on victory, on wanting to achieve your goals here, and that very much can be the case for you here at this time, Aquarius. You might be a little tunnel visioned on like, this is the outcome that has to happen, like this is the one I'm aiming for, or this is the only goal that matters, right? And that's kind of that can be a recipe for disaster, especially if you're not willing to temper those expectations or temper that perspective. And with the Nine of Cups here as well, the Nine of Cups can represent being satisfied and fulfilled here. But I feel like there's a kind of a longing for that. Like there's almost a longing for the next step. It's almost as if you've been, again, we're talking about that stagnation. We have two nines in your energy coming into this weekend. Nines are that next step, the last step before completion. So it's almost as if you want something to be over with here. You just kind of, you're waiting for something to be over with so that can end and we can start up something new. It's almost as if you really want this goal, this whatever it is, to be achieved here, but for some reason we're just not getting that to happen. So let's take a look and see what we got here, see what's going on, clarifying your challenges here. We got the Seven of Wands, the Magician, and we got the Queen of Wands as well. Interesting. Seven of Wands tells us, again, defend your position. So again, there is that kind of like energy of like this is what I think is we should be doing, or this is what I think should happen, or this is what I'm trying to get to happen here at this time. So there's very much that you could be, kind of struggling with here, where you really want to be achieving something, and it's just, again, we got that narrow focus, that tunnel vision. With the Magician here as well, the Magician's all about manifestation, so could be having some troubles there where you're trying to manifest something but it's just not working, it's just not playing out the way you want it to. And with the Queen of Pentacles as well, again, there's that energy of that hard working energy, but it's just like something's off here. It's like you're putting in the work but not producing anything behind it. It's almost a, kind of, not to say that this is happening for you here, Aquarius, but it's almost as if like you're just putting in the work, but you're not, really putting in like the love and the energy behind it. It's almost as if it's become to a point where it's like, no, this is just a job now. This is just what I'm doing. All right. So let's take a look and see what we got and see what we have here for your clarifiers for your outcome cards. We got the Strength card, sign of Leo, the Empress, I love it, And the Eight of Pentacles again, there it is. I like that the Eight of Pentacles has moved into your resolutions. So it's kind of like you always have this in you, the hard-working energy. But now it's actually paying off. It's actually looking like something really cool here with this Eight of Pentacles. Like this guy's been hanging these pentacles up on display. Like, look what I've accomplished here so far. So I love that. That's great. So you're heading in a good position. We got the Strength card and the Empress here as well. Strength, as I mentioned, is Leo's card, so you may have Leo in your chart. Might be dealing with a Leo this week, but I feel like this is really asking you to focus on your strengths, especially with the Empress here. The Empress is about abundance. She's about really working on things in your life that are here and the good and what you've accomplished. Like I say with the Eight of Pentacles, like look at what he's done. He's put this stuff on display. Look what I've accomplished here. And the Empress is like, focus in on that stuff. Don't focus in on the negative. Don't focus in on the bad in your life. I just saw two crows fly by my window here. I don't know if anybody knows that old rhyme, like one crow sorrow, two crow joy. So maybe that's a good sign for you, Aquarius, if you keep up with that kind of stuff. But yeah, with the Empress here, I like this. It's like, focus on the good stuff, focus on the joy, focus on, what you're accomplishing, what you have accomplished already, rather than what you haven't and what isn't here and the negativity and worrying about, like, am I ever going to get to this point? Because there's a lot of that back here. There's a lot of worrying. Will this ever be finished? Will this ever be done? Like, will I ever be free to do the things I want to do, to start something new, to have fresh energy and fresh goals and fresh everything, right? A new start. So I'm loving that. Like, just focus on the good stuff, and that's what's going to help get you through this. So let's see what we got for your oracle card to tie everything off, Aquarius. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it oh so much. And let's see what we got for your oracle card. Hope this has all been resonating and clicking with you. We got the wheel spirit, the whale spirit, saying trust the great mystery, right? Sometimes this happens. We kind of have, like, life has peaks and valleys, right? Sometimes we're on the top, sometimes we're on the bottom, sometimes we're going, like, we're on a downswing, sometimes we're on an upswing, right? It's just a matter of, like, life is just like that. So right now it feels kind of like you're kind of coming up, like you're kind of in the valley on your way up, right? You're not on your way down, you're kind of on the way up. Like, I feel like you're ascending here at this time, and I feel like you just need to kind of focus on what has brought you this far. Like, what is the good? Like, what are you accomplishing? What are you, like, one foot in front of the other? You're making progress. It's not like you're walking backwards or anything. Yeah, maybe slow goings, or maybe sometimes you don't move as far ahead as you'd like, or you don't move all that far at all, but you are still moving forward. You're still trending in a positive way, and focus in on that. So I like that a lot. Aquarius. So hopefully that's helped you out. Hopefully that resonated with you. If you want to help out the channel, you can hit that like button. You can subscribe to the channel as well. And you can check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs videos too after this one. That'll be a hell of a lot easier to do with this if you subscribe to the channel, so you can find this channel a lot easier. Thank you for being here, Aquarius, and I hope to see you in the next video.